J'ai les yeux qui sourient, près de toi moi je feel sunny. J'ai la tête qui fleurit, avec toi moi je feel hippie. Je vois le monde en couleur, près de toi moi je feel happy.
Hello and welcome to our fourth podcast where we talk about knitting, spinning, sewing, and dare I say weaving? What?
Possibly.
Maybe. We'll have to see. Keep your eyes peeled for that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, I am Robin.
I'm Sylvie.
And she let me do the introduction today. And so we are located just east of Ottawa along the banks of the Ottawa River in Eastern Ontario, Canada. So welcome to our podcast, and I hope that you enjoy our little bit of craziness as we talk about all things
Fiber.
Not just fiber, but making, I suppose.
Yeah,
right?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, so welcome to our show.
Welcome.
So today, Sylvie is wearing something pretty special, I think.
Yes, and we'll talk more about it in the sewing section, but I am wearing the Laundry Day Tee by Love Notions.
And I am wearing it's a chicken tank t-shirt, and all the chickens are sitting there knitting, and they have little balls of yarn. Some of them are sitting on nests, and some of them are standing. And just a fun little tank that I have, and we'll talk about that again later on in that section of our show. So sit back, grab a drink, hot or cold, probably cold for today.
Yeah, another hot one.
Yes. And enjoy our day. Enjoy your day, enjoy our show.
And happy Christmas in July.
Oh yes, happy Christmas in July. Yes. 6 more months, people. Six more months.
Yes, I know you don't want to hear about it, but we'll, you have to.
We're going to make you.
Yeah.
So before we get into the thick of the show, I wanted to give a shout out to our sponsors. We don't have sponsors like some people do, where they're set up by some company and they get to sell their products. We're not like that. We're talking about our sponsors, like our friends in our community. And it's really nice. So for example, we have Fiber Pusher Fairy. We sell her stuff, but she's such a delight. And she made us each, Sylvie forgot hers today.
Sorry.
But she made us each these wonderful little mugs that say Grumpy Sheep, Happy Llama with our logo on it. Just as a gift and to welcome to your business, and I hope you have a great start. We also have a friend named Jo who would like to help us out in whatever way she can. So the way that she's offered to do so is to provide us with our logo. She wanted us to have t-shirts with our logo on it for whenever we attended fairs. But instead we thought we would like to have aprons so we could wear whatever we've made underneath the aprons, but still have our logo on it. And people just want to do this kind of stuff for us.
Yeah.
We thank you so much. Also the people who've been buying from us.
Yes.
Our goal is to be able to pay sales tax. We're not there yet. So I guess when you start to get taxed 13% of HST,
you'll know
if you're in Ontario, then you'll know that we've made it. That's kind of our silly little goal, but it's a legitimate goal at the same time. So thank you so much for everybody who's supporting us and purchasing things as they can. For people who write to us personally and tell us that they like our podcast and the different aspects they like about our
much
podcast.
Appreciated, yes.
Very much appreciated. I appreciate the crickets that we get when we say, do you have any constructive criticism? And then people just sit there and stare at us. So thank you to you too for not saying anything. But we do appreciate it.
We hope that's a good thing.
We do. I hope it's just they don't want to hurt our feelings.
Yeah.
But we do appreciate the constructive criticism as well. So thank you very much to all of our supporters for this podcast and our shop.
Yes, thank you.
So we're going to talk about our knit-alongs.
Our knit-alongs. So we are currently almost halfway through, I guess you could say, our 16 weeks of socks. We are in the month of July, so we're just finishing up on the Fandom socks. If you are new to our podcast and you would like to join our cow of the 16 weeks, you're not too late. You can definitely join us. Just hop on over to our Ravelry group, Grumpy Sheep, Happy Llama, and there's a thread there that you'll see 16 weeks of socks July. We also have on our Ravelry group a bundle of different socks for Fandom if you're not too sure what to knit for that particular category. So yeah, that's coming along really good. Next,
in August is going to be a memorial knit along for my Llama Hamish. I almost said my sock Hamish. For my Llama Hamish. I had a friend design the pattern. She's a Canadian designer, Carolyn Lyle. Prairie Dragon is her name on Ravelry. And she was kind enough to listen to the story about Hamish and do a custom design for him based upon Hamish the Llama. He lived on our farm for 17 years, 18, 17. Well, could have been 18 years.
Wow.
Yeah, he was around for a long time, almost since we got the farm. He was the first llama born on our property, and he looked after the sheep, loved our sheep, took really great care of them all the way up until Christmas of this year when he died, sadly. It was a sad day for all of us here. So I wanted to have something to memorialize him, and I have Pretty String, Corinne of Pretty String. She'd come to visit, but she wouldn't come to visit me. She'd come to visit Hamish. So she'd say, "Hi, Robin, how you doing?" And then boom, she'd go to the back and go to the paddock and go talk to Hamish. So I asked her if she would be willing to design a custom dyed sock yarn for Hamish, and she was delighted to do so. So we had a kit in our shop for a long time with pre-orders for the yarn and for the pattern, and then since we're starting the KAL on Sunday, and since
August 1st,
I know. And since most people have probably seen the sock yarn because they've opened their packages, if you haven't, close your eyes because it'll be a spoiler. And I will show you the sock yarn now. Close your eyes.
How gorgeous.
So this is called Apples for Hamish. Hamish absolutely loved apples. He liked carrots and broccoli too, but his big love affair was with apples. So this is the yarn that Corinne of Pretty String came up with, and I absolutely love it. It is Hamish. If he were a human, I think his favorite color would be green. So, and then he was kind of this brownie color. So I just love this yarn. I think it's a perfect representation of my Llama Hamish, who, of course, I visited every day. He was leash trained too, so we could take him for walks. So he was pretty awesome. So that's it. And everybody who ordered one, they would get a little code along with their sock yarn. So they would get a piece of paper like this, and in it would be a code, and at the bottom under my finger, please don't use my code. So they would have a code just like this, so then you just have to, on August 1st, the pattern's available and they could do that. If you want to participate and you don't have the yarn and you don't have the code, that's fine, because the pattern will be open to everybody starting the 1st of August. Carolyn Lyle or Perry Dragon Designs. And the pattern will be called, or is called, Llama Tracks. So you can go there and you can purchase the pattern all by yourself and play along with us if you would like in our thread for August. For those of you who didn't want to have anything to do with poor Hamish the Llama, that's fine. No guilt, even though I'm pretending to make you feel guilty.
No.
It's the theme will be, the secondary theme will be any Canadian sock designer. So you can use any sock yarn, any Canadian sock designer, and all of the rules and explanations, again, are in the thread on Ravelry.
Yeah. So, Christmas in July, that's our next knit along. And we have our lovely little Christmas tree with our little ornaments, knitted ornaments. So I know most of you are like, come on, it's too early to talk about Christmas, but you know, knit-wise, it isn't.
My mom is so done by like April of her Christmas shopping, and she doesn't make stuff anymore. She just shops.
Yeah,
and she's done.
So, you know, it's time. Don't be a Sylvie. Don't be like me and think you have lots of time, because you don't. You need to start knitting now. So, yeah, so we'll talk more about that. But again, the thread is in our Ravelry group, Christmas in July. So it's just to encourage each other. Post what you're planning on knitting, what you're knitting, just to encourage everyone to, you know, to get it done.
It started the 25th of July, so it's on the go already, and it runs until the end of December.
Exactly.
Yes, lots of fun. I'm starting my Christmas song.
Yeah. All right, our FOs.
We don't have much. It's been a busy couple of weeks, but we do have a little bit. So I have the Yellow Brick Road socks from the Super Sock World Championship sock race, sorry. And this is the high octane socks for lap 2. Really nice pattern. It was pretty cool. Sorry, itchy nose. Means I'm gonna kiss a fool.
Not me, you're happy.
So this is a really nice pattern. It was really interesting because I was worried at first because there's only one size for the pattern. And I wasn't sure, but it was quite stretchy, the design itself, so they fit.
Good.
Basically, I forget what I think it was 64 stitches, and I normally knit 72 for my vanilla socks, but it was quite stretchy and it was good. And this is yarn that we purchased pre-COVID, like just before COVID hit Ontario, like just before, where we had gone to a nice little yarn shop across the river in Quebec.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you remember that day?
Yes, it was a fun day.
It was a fun day.
Then we had tea.
And this yarn is from, what is she called again? Sorry. Studio du Laine.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I was trying to remember the name
Cactus.
of her.
Cactus is the sock, I guess the base.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are those socks.
So I am, I guess, still participating in the Super Sock World Championship. I decided to park it for the 3rd lap because I needed a breather. I needed to catch up. But I did finish a half sock of hope. This is the low octane version
Of lap 2.
of lap 2. And these are, what's it called? Tividen Socks. I hope I'm saying this right. And it's from Suzanna Sjogren. I will write that down. But these are really nice. This is a really nice pattern. It represents a national park out in Sweden. And so you have these little bumps, pearl bumps in the middle. It represents the boulders at the park. And the sock, the yarn is from Log Cabin House. And this is not a color I would normally choose. This was gifted to me, and I'm kind of happy that it was gifted to me because, again, like I would never choose this color, but it turned out perfect for this particular pattern. And I don't know if you can see, there's probably not, but there's tiny little speckles of red and blue. And so it makes me think that those represents the flowers at the park, the little meadows.
Very pretty.
Yeah, so that's what I got done.
And I decided when I had more time, so like 3 weeks ago, that I was going to make the low octane socks as well for lap 1 of the Super Sock World Championship. So this was the low octane version, and it's called Simple or Easy Stranded.
Easy color
work. Thank
or
you.
color
Easy
work,
color
yeah.
work socks.
I like that. I need
I
to
like
do
them
that.
too. I have 2 of them, honest.
Yeah.
I finished them. So this was a really nice pattern. I finished those. It's a free pattern on Ravelry, and it's by Winwick Mum.
Yeah,
I don't know what a Winwick Mum is, but maybe it's a flower.
maybe.
I don't know. Anyway, Winwick Mum. We
Yeah.
obviously don't have this in Canada or in Ontario anyway.
Or not that we're aware of anyway.
Yeah. So that did that, and that was knit from Filicolana, Arvetta, in their classic sock yarn, and the stranded color work was done with Sweet George's Party of 5 with sparkle in it. I like that.
Nice.
Sorry, I was taking the sock blockers off. And then for this round, I was hoping to be finished.
But that's a nice one.
Thank you. This was by Invictus Yarns. I always buy her
Oh, the sock yarn.
the sock yarn for whatever thing. Like if it's Sock Madness, she has a special yarn. If it's for this,
Oh, is that the low octane?
This is the octane.
I have it too. This is
You do.
gorgeous. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so this is Octane is the name of the sock yarn.
I'm so happy I have it.
Yes, that's okay. By Invictus. And this is the high octane. No, it's not even an octane.
It's
this
just
year.
octane, I think. It's
Sorry, brain fart. So what is happening this year is we're having a memorial for Belly Button Knits, or Adrienne Fong. She died of colon cancer 2.5 years ago. I think it was before COVID, like just before COVID she died. It was very, very sad because she was very much involved in all of the sock knitting and all the KALS Sock Madness, Tour de Sock, Sock Sniper. Whatever sock thing was happening, she was there, and she was a great sock designer. And just before she died, she made all of her self-sold, how do you call that? Not self-sold, but all of her patterns that she still had control of, she made them free. Some of them she designed for a store or a magazine. She couldn't make those ones free because she lost the copyright. But whatever copies she still, or whatever patterns she had that she still had the copyright, she made them all free in her library. So this year, rather than having a high octane, low octane, we're having a special round. So this is one of the things is PB&W, which is Princess Buttercup and Wesley from Princess Bride. And I knit the Wesley version.
That's what it meant.
Yeah, not peanut butter and wine. It's Princess Buttercup. Yeah, and Wesley. So I knit the Wesley version.
Oh.
The Princess Buttercup version is the same, but it has lace holes in it when you're increasing your stitches instead of just picking up the stitch and twisting it. I had already made that PB&W with the Buttercup version, so I thought I'd make the Wesley version this time around. So we're making that, and then you have a choice of knitting this one or Shield Maidens, another one of BBK's patterns, or you can make all of them. You can make 2 pairs and go get special points and stuff as a recognition for this particular round, which is what I wanted to do, but life got in the way, so I'm not even finished my first pair. Although no, that's not even true. I'm starting the heel of the second one, sadly.
I love this colorway. I'm just
Yeah, I know. And it's the BFL base with the Invictus yarns too. She makes beautiful
gorgeous
sock yarns.
I have a sock that's very similar to this pattern, actually. Or I made a sock.
Or maybe you made this pattern already.
Yeah.
It's possible. But if it looked more lacy, it had the holes in it, so it would have been
It
a
did,
Princess
yeah.
Buttercup. Yeah.
I'll have to show it to you. I'll have to look it up. Yeah. It's a nice pink coloring, sparkly. Anyways.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Perfect for Princess Bubblegum.
Bubblegum. Buttercup.
Buttercup. Sorry, I just flashed in.
I love that movie.
Princess Bubblegum. She's from a kids movie. oh, not a movie, a show, and oh, what's it called? I can't remember. Finn the Human and Jake the Dog. Time. Some people might recognize it. I'm blocking the name. I can't remember the name, sorry. Anyway, Princess Buttercore Bubblegum was in there.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a windy day. I'm scattered. I'm blaming it on the wind. It's weathering today.
It's weathering, but it's good to have the wind because it's another hot day.
It is a hot day, but you wouldn't know it in here.
No.
Because it's so windy.
Natural air conditioning.
Yes, just from the wind blowing in the front of the back door of the garage, out the front door.
Yeah.
West to east. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I have an FO. Oh, are you done?
I think I am. Yeah.
All right. I finally finished my garden variety shawl. I started this last year. Around this time, probably closer to the fall, actually.
I think it was 2 years ago, wasn't it?
No, it was last year. It wasn't 2 years already. Was it?
Maybe.
God, I hope not. So this beautiful shawl was created or designed by Paper Daisy. And so it starts this way here. And it goes down this way. And the yarn was a kit from Miss Babs, who had kits specifically for this shawl. So there we go. Done, done, done.
I like the monochromatic effect.
I like yours. Robin had
Crazy
one too,
Gray.
but it was nice. I'm gonna stick a picture of it actually so people can see.
It's very bright.
But you know, people normally I like bright colors too, but this kit, this different shade of yarns called to me, I guess you could say. I was gonna say something else about this. Oh yes, so this shawl is great. While I was knitting it, if you're wanting to knit something with different textures, different knitting styles, different knitting techniques, I guess you can say.
Totally interesting to knit. Perfect
shawl to do.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of mosaic and different other slip stitches, designs, and lace. It's perfect.
It's addictive. It's definitely just this one more section.
Yeah, it's not a boring shawl to knit on. If you're looking for something that's interesting, this would be perfect.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't so hot, maybe you'll see me later in the fall. We'll both have ours on. Oh no, you gifted yours.
I gave mine to my mom.
Yeah. So yeah, there we go.
Nice. You should wear it. It's cool enough.
No, it's not that cool.
Okay.
In the fall. In the fall, it look pretty.
It sure will.
So now we're into works in progress. What are you working on right now?
Right now, at this very moment, I am just working on a vanilla sock pattern, my usual 72 stitches on 2.25 millimeter needles. I'm just about to start heel, actually, right now. Nice. And this is, my goal is to have socks for 24 pairs of socks for Christmas, so I can wear them from December 1st all the way up until Christmas Day.
Oh, good idea.
So, but it's kind of hard to find sock yarn, like for Christmas. I mean, not sock yarn itself, but Christmas sock yarn. So on Etsy, I found this one lady that had some. It doesn't look terribly Christmassy, but the label actually says Christmas sock yarn. Yeah. From a company it's a German-based company. So that's what I'm working on right now with this today. And I don't have, because it's been so busy the last 2 weeks, and because I've been doing Super Sock World Championship, I haven't made any progress on my other whips, which are, I'm going to list them. Sylvie's going to show them here, right in front of the Christmas tree. Hello, I'm Captain Jack by CC Almond. Carmina Toe Up Socks by Catherine Knutson. And that's Knit and Opal. And Elizabeth Montague Socks by Kate Davies using John Arbin Exmoor. It's not even Exmoor Blueface, not even Exmoor Harn. Ah. And then I have these. And those are my knitting whips.
Ah. Well, same here. I don't have a lot of knitting whips happening right now. I need to finish the other pair of this one here. So that will be coming soon. I'm still working.
She dropped something.
Yeah, sorry. I'm still working on the Darren T. I didn't make much progress on this one here because I wanted to finish the garden variety shawl, and there's that stupid knit.
She's having a moment.
Sorry. And I wanted to get that done. My other work in progress is something that I had put away last Christmas, but now that it's Christmas in July and we want to get things going for Christmas, I'm going to start again on these little mittens. And these are a free pattern They're the mitten advent calendar. And basically you knit 24 different little mittens, each of them different patterns. And they have the number. Oh, here it is. This is my number 1 with the little doodad thing that you could hang. My other ones, I have 4 more. Yep, they're all here.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. I have this one. And I have this one. And this little cutie. And this one. So I need to get going so I could finish it, so I could have a little garland of mittens for Advent. Yeah. So that's my plan. That's what I'm working on.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I was supposed to do those too last year, but
yeah, because I had ordered the yarn for you
I know.
and Anna. Actually, we're knitting it with Knit Picks palette.
yeah, I don't know what happened, but
So.
I don't even know where they are. The yarn, I mean.
Yeah. This is pimento. This is just white. And the other one is just a gray Finley heather.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're knitting with. But yeah, that was a big plan last year.
I
I don't know where Anna, if she's even started.
have no idea. And I don't even know where my yarn is, but yeah. Maybe I'll find it in time for next Christmas. Not
Yeah.
this one. I don't know.
My other plan for Christmas is my husband loves slippers. He loves them. He wears them even in the summertime. He's got shorts on in the house with his slippers. And I don't like knitting slippers.
Make some feltable ones.
And he goes through them like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, I haven't knit him some slippers in almost a year. So I think I'm going to knit him a couple of pairs for Christmas. He'll enjoy that. He'll be very happy. He'll be a happy man.
Are they going to match?
I don't know. We'll see. The thing is, I think it's the pattern. The pattern that he likes to wear, I don't like to knit. So I need to find another pattern that, you know, he would like and I like. But he's so picky. He doesn't want the sides to go over his ankle.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
He doesn't want to look like an elf.
I guess not. And those are the slippers that I like to knit. They're fairly quick to knit.
Oh, okay.
He likes the, and I don't knit it with Fentex. I knit it with
Wool.
Yeah. But it is a pattern from Fentex. I think it's, what's it called? But you knit it with 2 colors. You knit 1 row and then you slip 2, knit 1, slip 2 the next row.
There's a nice moccasin pattern. It looks like a pair of moccasins.
Yeah.
And I made those for Stefan one year.
Oh.
And he loved them.
You'll have to
completely
tell me
wore
about
them out. Yeah, I'll have to find the pattern. It's on my Ravelry
Okay.
finished objects thread somewhere.
So
Yeah.
so I think he'll be happy if I knit him some socks. If I could just find the right pattern for both of us.
Right. Yeah.
Then we'll be good.
It'll be
Anyways.
good. I don't remember what I'm doing. Oh, yes, I do. But yes, I do remember what I'm doing.
Is this part of the sewing section, or are you want to show it anyways?
I don't know. It's for Christmas, but it's sewing. Am I allowed to make the 2 things meet?
No, we're going to sewing and you could wrap it up for Christmas.
She's like the police.
We gotta stick with our categories.
But hey.
On to spinning. So I finished skein, I guess. This one here, another one to go into my V-back tee. So just a simple 2-ply. Again from Fibre Pusher Fairy. I got it right this time.
Yes, you did.
So yeah, that's all I got done for now. That's my FO for spinning.
I got some sampling done. I've never done this kind of sampling before. I'm doing the sheep spot breed study course number 2. I held off on the first one. I thought, I'm an experienced spinner. I've spun, I don't know how many breeds, a lot, many breeds. But usually what I've done is I bought the whole fleece, and then I've spun the breed from the fleece. And this time I thought it might be nice to do it in an organized fashion where I get a labeled batch of wool and follow along. And this time I thought, I don't know, of course I don't know everything. So I wanted to pretend like I was a new spinner, a new student, didn't know anything. So I'm doing it all. So even though I thought I was quite experienced and this wasn't the course for me, I was wrong. And I'm learning some stuff, so it's pretty interesting. So she sent out 150 gram bag. Our first month is Targhee.
That's pretty cool.
So 150 gram bag of Targhee. And why it's so much is so that you can do some sampling, which you're supposed to do, which I don't do normally. And to learn what the breed is like, how it's best spun, that kind of thing. And then you still have some wool left over to make something with it. So she suggested, or told us to do, and I complied, was to make 5 different samples of 5 grams each. But it's worth it to do, I think. I've never sampled this way before. I have sampled where I'm making a sweater. I know I need to get this gauge. If I spin like this, will I get this gauge? How thick or thin do I need to spin it? I've never sampled in this fashion. What she asks you to do is you do a worsted spin and you work your way through 4 different ways until you get to a full woolen spin.
That's a good idea.
It was really cool. So 5 samples, 5 grams each, and this is what I'm winding up right now. And then you decide which one you like the best, which one gives the most consistent results, which one suits the needs or the requirements, not requirements, but matches the breed the best. And so this, the first spin was short forward draw, and you have to do that short forward draw, no twist getting in the draft zone. The second one was a semi-woolen where you do short forward draw, but the twist gets into the draft zone. So you're pulling the stuff out. So it's going more towards the woolen side of things. The third sample was spinning from the fold with twist getting into the draft zone. The fourth was from the fold, but long draw. And the last one was full on woolen. So we took the top, which was a worsted preparation, and you carded it. You didn't really card it, but you laid it out in your combs and you rolled it up into a roll egg, and then you spun woolen from that.
Okay.
Alternatively, you could have taken like a chopstick. That would have been really small. A chopstick, and you could have pulled off like a section and then rolled it up around the chopstick and made a roll egg that way, which at that point I think would be a puni because it's so small. And then and you do that. So I spun my 5 samples. It didn't take long at all. I had them all spun and plied and soaking in one evening. But then when I was looking at them, I couldn't decide what it was that I liked because I'm biased, because I hate short forward. I hate it. I do it, but I don't like it. And my default method is long draw, full woolen. So I felt I couldn't decide. So yesterday in our spinning group, in the same location we're in right now, which is my garage next to the studio, we had, I asked all of my friends, I showed them around, I said, I need you to help me. Just don't tell me what the number is, just choose a number, keep it quiet until the very end when everybody will hold up their hand and display what number they think is the best one, because they're all able to sample 1 through 5.
Yeah.
So I did that, and I even had our newest member who doesn't spin or knit yet, or she was just learning how to spin yesterday. And it was really interesting because I was kind of thinking it's going to be, oh my God, short forward with some twist into it, or full on woolen were the 2 that I was kind of thinking were the best. It was unanimous, sample 4 from the fold, long draw. And I was quite surprised. I'm glad I didn't decide, but that's my finished object for this. Long story, sorry. So that's that. But my other FO is, again, I wish she were my neighbor, Fairy Tale Wool from Seashell, BC, Sunshine Coast in British Columbia.
Yeah.
All natural dyes. Again, it was a Romney roving that was done with natural dyes, and it was all variegated, so it was dyed just like what the Fibre Pusher Fairy does with acid dyes. It was beautiful. I really enjoyed the spin. It's kind of a coarser Romney than I've dealt with before, but I also really like wool with character, so I'm happy it is the way that it is. It's a beautiful Romney. I have 275 meters. It's not blocked yet because I finished it just before we had to start podcasting.
She was flying away when I got here.
I said, you have to wait, I have to finish this, I have to have an FO. So anyway, it's done, 275 meters. I still have a little bit, so I'm going to get a little baby mini skein at the end. So
cool.
I think that's it for my FOs for spinning.
Good.
Yes. You have any more?
Not FOs, but I have some whips.
Boatload of whips?
Well, no, not really. I'm not like you. I did finally get my supported spindle by Woodland Creek. It's a cauldron supported spindle. And I've actually been enjoying it. It took me, I'd say, a good day.
Oh, it's got the tree on it. I just noticed it, sorry.
Yeah.
Did you get the other one too? Or you have to make that one?
He has to make that one. But
it's beautiful.
So yeah, it took me a good day to really get it going and to get the feel for it, I guess you can say. I'm still parking it and drafting. That's okay. And I'm really enjoying it. I could see the addiction.
She's my third convert to support spinning.
Yeah. So I've been spinning this lovely fiber from, again, Fibre Pusher Fairy.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes from dark into these lovely orangey colors, shades. So that's what I have so far.
Nice.
Yep, I'm loving it.
That's good. It spins really, really well.
Yeah, it does.
Like really nicely.
I need to close. I have this habit of leaving it open it and drop, and a lot of times then it would fall over. So I have to remember to like close my hand, my fingers, so it doesn't fall over, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
And my flicking. I still need a little bit of more work on the flicking. Yeah.
It'll come.
Yes.
It'll come. Well, one of the things is here. I'm still working on
look
this.
at the tiny little one.
I know. This is a Volchok. It's the spindle maker from, I think, Siberia. I forget where it is in Siberia, but I bought a set of 3 of her things, all different sizes and lengths. This is the smallest one. Absolutely love these spindles. They have a bit of metal in the bottom, so it's quite pointy. But I'm still working on my untreated merino from Fibre Pusher Fairy in orange, like just varying shades of orange. So that's still on the go. I also have, I'm working on, remember that whole thing I was saying where I really don't like short forward draw, and I do it. Short forward draw, I have 1/3 of my spinning done for socks. So again, Fibre Pusher Fairy, I think it's her color that she's been using.
That I had shown the last time.
I think
very
so,
close
but
to
I
it.
bought it 2 or 3 years ago from Fibre Pusher Fairy. Anyway, this is merino, bamboo, and nylon for socks.
Yeah, that sounds a lot like her.
Yeah, what you have.
Yeah.
And the color is...
Yeah, very similar.
I also have 2 more socks planned. Same thing, Fibre Pusher Fairy in shades of purple and not shades of purple.
Nice.
This is...
Those are gonna be nice socks.
This is like the color that you showed that first day, and you said you wanted to buy it, and I said, yeah, go ahead, and then I saw it spun, and I went,
yeah, that's
it's
right.
so pretty. So this is the Crazy Bright one.
Yeah, it's very, very similar. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, it's the same combination of merino, bamboo, and nylon, which I think is great for socks. So I have more sock spins on the way. I don't know if that's considered to be a plan or not. Anyway, I'm still working on my bird spindle spin. I have the whole bag here. This is, I showed it to you last time. I've only been able to do a little bit on this, so you won't be able to see the difference. But there's my bird. Yay. And this is by Woodland. I keep calling him Woodland Creations, but I don't think that's the second word. It's not Woodland Creations.
Oh, no?
No, and it's not Creek either. You had said Woodland Creek?
I thought it was Woodland Creek. Was it Woodland Creek or Woodland? Okay, we'll look it up and we'll write it down here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because we can't remember, but it should be Woodland Creations.
I know it's Woodland something.
Yeah.
Woodland Creations?
Maybe it's Woodland Woodworking?
Maybe it is Woodland Creations.
But it
sounds more. Anyways,
no, I
we'll
don't think that's right either.
Okay.
I had it wrong for forever.
Okay.
And this is by somebody on Etsy. She's a witch something. I think I gave you the information last podcast. I think it's on the bottom. Yeah, so she's...
You did? Okay,
I think
yes.
so.
Okay.
So
it would be in the description box from the last podcast.
Yeah, so we'll do the same thing. We'll have that same information there, but this is called Book of the Dead. Really nice. Little legs to spin, yeah.
Good.
So the happy news is we are, if you remember, we were talking about the challenge we were doing for ourselves. We wanted to make a sweater from beginning to end.
Yes.
Like we wanted to have the fleece, we wanted to card it, spin
sheep
it,
to sweater.
knit it, sheep to sweater. There we go. That's what we wanted to do. And we gave ourselves a year to do it because we don't know how long it'll actually take.
When will that be? Like in 2022? When did we say this at our first podcast? So that would be, I'll have to look it up. Because, okay, keep going.
Yeah, I think that was in June.
Yeah?
Was it June or was it May?
May, anyways.
This summer. The summer of
Beginning
2021.
of summer.
Yeah, we said we were going to do this. I am happy to say I think I have finished carding my dark.
You're so good.
Thank you. Smooshiness. But the thing is, I have to blend it on my drum carder because they're different sheep.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask you what breed is that. So you've got a mix.
Yeah, because I didn't have enough nice stuff of one sheep, so then I had to grab the nice stuff from another with a similar color. but they're different sheep and they're different breeds, so I want to blend it all to make it more cohesive or more consistent when I spin it.
Yeah.
So that's done. And then, sorry, the wind is blowing so strongly and it's got wool in my mouth. High fiber diet. So
now you're starting on your light colors.
yes, I have this is my light color, and this is my sheep Sheila the third, because I have to name her after my friend Sheila, because she has the same hair color as the sheep. So, and Sheila's itty bitty, just like Sheila the sheep. So I have to, you know. So I just and Sheila likes that she has a sheep named after her. So I have this much done of Sheila the third, and that's got it not carded. Yeah, I haven't carded this one yet. So Sheila's funny because she gets that rise, so I have to pull the rise off. I think I talked about this last time. I have to pull the rise off first, and then I have to card it. But she's very soft. I really like her. So this is going to be my main color. So the sweater is called Hildegard, I think?
Yes.
Hildegard by Skandir. So I'm hoping that by September-ish, I'll be able to start spinning.
See, I haven't,
Cross
okay,
your fingers.
I like barely started carding my stuff. I am off as of today for 2 weeks
But
from
she's
work.
really busy. She's packed.
I have to get my butt in gear and not say that I have a year, because I need to put an end date. I think I'm gonna put an end date
Christmas.
to have it done.
No, but
To
I
have
need
it
to
spinning, you mean?
start spinning it.
No, I need to have an end date just for the carding. Otherwise, I'll be like, I
Oh.
got lots of time, and I don't.
Halloween is your end date for carding.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay,
And your
guys.
end date for spinning.
You guys
Yeah,
you
it's-
guys are my
it's
witnesses.
recorded.
I need to have the carding finished by Halloween.
Okay, and New Year's Day, your spinning needs to be done.
Okay.
How's that? Because
Okay.
then we have that time
Time
period
to knit it. Okay, that's good.
Deal?
Gio,
See it? Done.
you guys,
Okay.
hold me to it.
All right. So that's one of my spinning whips. The other thing, because you can't just do one thing. is I also belong to Wool and Spinning with Rachel Smith in BC, in Richmond or Vancouver. But she does a wonderful podcast, Wool and Spinning. If you haven't seen it yet, she's really good and she does all kinds of stuff. So watch
You
her.
went and got some.
I did. So she does twice a year. She does kind of a breed and color study, and with Crafty Jacks and Crafty Jacks Boutique, and Jack is spelled Jaks. So Crafty Jack Boutique, she is. I want to be her when I grow up. When it comes to carding, I'm trying to be her when I grow up. I'm almost there. Well, maybe not quite as good as she is. I don't know if she starts from the raw fleece or if she starts from tops. I start from the raw fleece and I go through the process of carding and stuff, but I want to achieve what she achieves, but I don't know if she does it from raw or.
I don't know. Can you ask her? Maybe ask them in
I
email
could.
and find out.
I could, but then I might feel good about myself. So anyway, what I'm interested in doing. So this breed and color study this time was with Jacob. I love Jacob to spin. It's
nice.
It's like up there in my top 3 favorite sheep to spin. It's got like the perfect length and it's got 3 different colors. You can get 3 different colors. It's just wonderful.
That's true, yeah.
So this is it here. This is what you have an option to do this.
Nice.
So this is the stuff. She's got Rolex. So I'll actually show you this first. So she starts off this time. She's got the black, the gray, and the white, and then a series of colors across the top, and then you blend them together if you want to. And this is what you have to figure out what you want to do.
Oh.
But I wanted to see. So I got that one, but I also got this one that's finished, which is the black on the bottom, the gray, and the white. And she's blended in the colors ever so slightly.
That's nice.
And I wanted to try this because I want to know how much color is enough when you're spinning. Because remember I had tried to do that myself I had my my Tunis and alpaca and Shetland that I had blended together, and then I added a streak of blue.
Yeah.
And the blue looked nice. It looked like it was enough in the carded back,
But when
then
you
when
spun
I
it,
spun
kinda
it
blended
kind
in.
of disappeared, right?
Yeah.
So I want to use this to figure out how much color is enough so that I can do this when I grow up. That's my goal.
It all depends on what you want too, and what whoever's spinning it in your knitting wants.
That's
as
true.
well, right?
That's true. But
So,
yeah, it's
yeah.
all learning, and
Yeah.
that's how I want to try to
Yeah.
figure it out. So my breed and color study will be more figuring out how much is enough, I suppose, to work it. to be what I want to be when I grow up. Even though I'm supposed to be grown up. So that's what I'm doing there for my work in progress for spinning, and that'll be shortly. I might have something to show next time. That'll be nice in 2 weeks. It would be nice.
You never know what could happen in 2 weeks.
It could happen.
We could be stupid busy again. Hopefully not.
Speaking of which, stupid busy, we have a new Governor General of Canada.
Oh yes.
Mary Simon.
She's been sworn in today. Yep.
It was quite the event.
Yeah.
Awesome. I had goosebumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so happy. So Mary Simon, she's the first Indigenous person that we've had for the Governor General of Canada. She's our 30th Governor General, and this is all a huge part in the Truth and Reconciliation that we're doing in Canada, and I think it's fantastic. When they announced her, I was thrilled to bits. She just has to learn French now. She's bilingual, but it's Inuktitut in English that she speaks, and it's a little bit of French, but she needs to bone up on her French, and she promised that she would do so.
Yeah, and I'm sure she will.
Yeah, I am absolutely certain she will, because she's got a good head start and she's committed to this, and I think it's she wants to represent all Canadians, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah.
So yay,
yay. All right, we're going into sewing. So yay! I have a finished sewing.
A finished object in knitting. And what's it called? Sewing. Holy
sewing,
cow.
yes. Ooh, too much on the go, guys. And we want to add some more. Anyways.
Add some more what?
Stuff, craft.
Yes.
To do. Anyways. Because we have all the time in the world.
And this is just water and cranberry juice, honest. No. Yes, it is. I have no alcohol tolerance, so I wouldn't be able to.
This is the Laundry Day Tee by Love Notions. This is my first garment, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
And this is, when I showed this fiber to my husband, he looked at me funny and said, "You're weird. What are you going to do with this?" And I said, "I'm going to make a dress." And he said, "It's not going to look good." Anyways, I made it. I wore it today. And he said, "Oh, that's actually kind of cute." I said, "Thank you."
Told you so.
Exactly. So it was a an easy sew, actually. So if you're new out there and you're not too sure where to start, this would be a good beginning. The only thing that I had a hard time with was the collar. The collar was difficult to do for me. I had to unpick this 3 times, and even still, it's not perfect. But
it doesn't help that it's knit fabric too, as opposed to woven.
I
right?
think so.
Like when I did this, I had a similar difficulty. It was so hard to do the edging, but it was woven, so it was stable. Whereas with this, I don't.
Yeah, I don't think I picked the right fabric neither.
Oh yeah.
No, this is a good fabric. I mean, to start with.
To start with, yeah, okay.
Because when you do the collar, when you add the collar, it's a little bit smaller than the actual neckline that you have, so you have to like pull on the collar so it fits. The first time that I did it, I didn't pull on the collar, so I had all this dangling open. I was like, what the hell? Unpick it, tried it again, still I had some left over, and I don't know how many times I watched these videos to figure it out. Finally, I realized you have to pull on the collar. Anyways, you put it like a pin in the front and the back and on the sides, and then you do the same with your collar, and then you match it up. Okay. And so you pull on the collar until it kind of matches up to here, and then you sew.
So these videos you watched, were they provided in the pattern itself, or you just kind of Googled something?
I just Googled it. Okay. I think there are some tutorials actually in the pattern itself. I didn't think of looking.
Okay.
That's me, but anyways. So yeah, so this is what I have here.
And notice the waist shaping. She put this in herself.
I did put this in myself, yes. Because it was a little bit too big. I went one size up more than I should have, I think. And so when I first put it on, I thought, oh my God, this is really too moo-moo kind of dress style. So I just slimmed it down a little bit. Yep.
Awesome.
And the sleeves too. I had a bit of a hard time with the sleeve, but the puff sleeves are starting to come back. So I'm like with Anne, who has just the tiny puffs who hardly ever, but she wants the big puffer.
And Green Day, what she's talking about.
Yes.
In case you don't know.
But I'm happy with it. So I've got more confidence. So I'm going to start on my Frankie tee. With my owls. Yeah.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, that's another knit fabric though, so I'll have to be careful. Anyways. Yep.
Yeah, I haven't really knit. I haven't sewn with knit fabric yet. I'm all about quilting fabric.
Yeah.
So this vest.
I like that one. That's
thank
cute.
you. I really like it too. I saw somebody had a project bag with this on it. This fabric on it.
And she thought, hey, I'm going to make a vest out of it or a tank top out of it.
And I thought, oh my God, I got to sew something out of that. So then I went and looked for this fabric on Etsy, and I found somebody who was selling it. And then I have this pattern from Grainline Studio. I just made this tank top here.
Nice.
And it was interesting. Like I said, it was this finishing around the collar and the arms that I found took a lot of time and a lot of concentration.
Did you have to add the neckband, or you just kind of fold that in?
No, you had to add it separately.
You
so
did,
you had
eh?
to
So
sew it
did you
in.
have to pull it a bit, or did it?
I don't
okay?
remember.
Oh, okay, it's been a while.
But it was really finicky, and I probably would have made 10 more of these tops, except that I would have had to do this again.
Oh, that's
so
right,
I've been
yeah.
kind of procrastinating, but it's worth it, and I'm getting closer to actually repeating it. But I think I might make that first.
Yeah.
The laundry day dress tee.
Yeah,
tea dress.
yeah, because that one comes with 5 patterns actually. So you could do the dress, you could do a tunic or a
Yeah.
t-shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it all knit fabric?
Yes.
Okay.
Look at the pattern again.
I'll have
But
to
yeah.
look at the pattern. So that's on my horizon. I'm not sure when, but this
Yeah.
is my Christmas thing. So this is part of the Christmas make along or prep along that we have in our group. In Making Magazine, which I subscribe to, I love it. On the back they had, well, inside, but they're just showing on the back, which makes it convenient. Hand sewn coasters. Because this whole this whole edition of the book was about Dawn. And I thought,
It was about what?
Dawn.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so it's all about Dawn. So I thought that I would start with that. There were other projects I would have liked to have done too, but I was thinking about Christmas rather than me. So I thought I would make these for Christmas for my family, so they can't watch. They probably won't watch this. So they had on Making, they have sales. They sell some of the items in their different issues of their magazine. So I picked up these colors. I really like these colors
Yeah.
together. So instead of dawn, it's more like moonlight or something.
Sunflowers. Makes me think of
Or
sunflowers.
sunflowers. That's
Yeah.
a good one. Yeah. So I like this. So I bought 2 of these kits, and so I can hand sew these and make these. So this is my hand sewing. So who wants to bring up this next topic? That's something I
Well-
swore I would never do.
Yeah. Can you guys guess? We're adding another crafting or
I guess it's
to
kind of
our
like
another making.
it's a natural progression.
It is, I
right?
think so. Yeah, a lot of people seem to do that. Start with knitting, then spinning looks interesting, and then once you start spinning, you gotta start weaving.
There's a lady in my guild. She Anne is her name, and she used to have Border Leicester sheep, and she doesn't have them anymore. She's retiring and downsizing and stuff, which is kind of sad, but I guess that's what happens in life, right? So she, little beknownst to all of us until she showed the finished object, she was always spinning, and she was spinning her Border Leicester sheep. And then she would dye them in secret because we didn't see her dye it either. And then one day she popped up this lap blanket, this beautiful woven lap blanket that she had done from her sheep in the Leclerc Dorothy, which is tiny. She had 23-inch wide, I think it was, or 27 inches wide. So she had these panels that she had, then she sewed them together, and it was beautiful. Because I wanted it for inspiration. I thought it was so amazing. Because warping, I understand, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah,
That's the pain in the butt. So it's nice to have something in your mind's eye that you're striving towards.
What are you doing it for?
So you can put up with the pain of warping your loom, and then you have something beautiful in the end.
Yeah.
So Sylvie and I, well, I don't know I think you came to it first, hey?
Yeah, I think so. I think I've been thinking about it for a while, about weaving, and I've been looking at different looms and stuff like that, and just thinking, not really going into it, but should I, shouldn't I, do I have the time? It'd be kind of cool to have just like maybe a little lap one, just enough to do little towels or something like that, And
I thought
you
it
were
would be
thinking
nice.
about it too, but you were like, maybe I've got too much on the go. I don't know.
I thought theoretically it would be really nice to make my own fabric for sewing.
Yeah.
But I just
we were
figured that was such a lofty idea, and like someday, But now it seems it's not so much someday.
It is now. Because what did Robin do?
Today.
Well, you got
I have a friend, Jane, who had a Dorothy that was given to her for free. And then she bought a floor loom. And she never got to use the Dorothy, but she also wasn't using her floor loom just yet. So I guess me getting interested and mentioning this to her, and so
she started doing it. Yeah.
She started to feel pressure, so she started to do the floor loom. And now she loves her floor loom and doesn't want to have anything to do with the Dorothy's. So she said, well, Robin, you're getting into this. How about I give this to you? Like it was given to me. And I said, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And then last week, so she gave it to me and I have it. And I'm letting Sylvie borrow it. I'm not committed yet. So I'm letting her borrow it for now until I make a final commitment.
Yeah.
But then somebody in my spinning guild was just talking, and she mentioned that she had some equipment that she wanted to get rid of because she had duplicates of things, and she mentioned this rigid headed loom that she has a crown ski, and everybody said, Robin!
So of course, you
Yeah.
know, twist.
Yeah, it didn't even take much twisting. So as of this coming Friday, I will be the owner of a Kromsky 32-inch wide rigid heddle loom.
Yay.
And I'm going to have to learn a whole other language.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It's a whole, people
It's
talk.
a new world.
They talk
Talk
and I
about
hear
boats
blah,
and
blah, blah.
shuttles and
Other things too that I didn't even know
yeah.
what they are. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, is that a 238?
warping
Oh, I have it this.
and warp and wefting. So we'll get into it.
So Jane, who just got into she's using this book to learn how to use her floor loom. Oh, I know in real life it shows up properly.
Yeah.
From experience, from the Grocery Girls, they taught me
Yeah.
that. So this is the book that she's using, and she's going through step by step, and she's doing the exercises in the book.
That's cool.
And she was so happy because she made a scarf.
Yes, I saw that. She
It
did a
was
really good
nice.
job. Yeah.
In the beginning, you can see where it's kind of like, oh, I'm learning, and then
Yeah, no, she did a
and
really
it's like,
good job.
I'm there.
Yeah.
So she's very happy with that, and she recommended this book. So
It is what it
yeah,
is.
it's happening.
So you might see some
Stuff.
yeah.
But it'll be good, I guess, because then we can use our hands fun
Yeah, of course, not just for knitting, but
and learn a whole other language.
why not?
Yeah.
Why not? That's what
Yes.
life is for, right?
Yes.
Not to just sit there and watch life go by,
Nope.
just to learn new stuff.
Yeah, keep the brain active, I suppose.
Of course.
Yeah. So now,
Shop talk.
for some shop talk. So we have these mystery boxes, as in the fiber, could be merino, could be BFL, could be superwash merino, could have silk.
Who knows?
Yeah, we don't know. No, I don't think there's tencel though, because
No, it
that's
doesn't
pretty
seem to,
obvious.
yeah.
But
Could have Stelina.
could have Selena. So we have made boxes, but they're not boxes. They're little treats.
Yay.
Popcorn treats. Containers, so you can choose which ones you like.
Yep.
Each package has a different weight. So for example, this one is 147 grams and it's number 23.
This is 213 grams.
Yeah.
Number 19. Yep.
Yeah, so it's on our website, so you can choose the colors you like. Like, this is really huge, but these were the colors that all went together.
Yeah.
So, 292 grams. When I was going through the box earlier, I was just like, oh, I want to make a sweater out of this. All of the blues I wanted to make
Yeah.
a sweater. Combo spin, and then just go ahead and do that. And here's another box, and this is 137 grams.
Nice.
Yeah. So we have 27 of these, I think, or maybe not, because somebody bought some. So we do have these up on our website, and it's the price and the weight of each of these items is up there, and you can choose the color. So
Yep.
I hope you will have some fun.
Yes, and we still have some gradients available
We
if
do.
you're interested in that.
Uh-huh.
So go take a look.
Not many left, though.
No, but
We're
so
almost out of Corridor.
check it out.
Yeah,
That's nice to spin.
it is.
Yeah. And we have some Christmas colorways if you want to knit some socks or whatever in Christmas colorways.
Yes,
There's that
West
available
Yorkshire
too.
spinners. Yep. And things are always,
Changing and
Always
being
changing.
updating. Yep.
yeah, so come back often.
Yay.
Check it out.
So thanks for sticking around with us and letting us talk
About everything.
About everything, yes. and keep me to it to having that fluff carded by Halloween, because otherwise I'll still think I have enough time, because I'm bad
Yes.
for that. Anyways,
I'll keep texting you. Are you done yet?
Yeah.
Are you done yet? Are you done
are
yet?
you doing it? Are you carding?
Yeah.
Anyways.
So, thank you for joining us today. There goes by a big tractor.
Yes, sorry for that noise.
Thank you for joining us today. I hope it was interesting. Maybe
Yeah.
a little bit of fun.
A little bit of fun.
Yeah.
And we'll leave you with some more strolling in Robin in the woods that Robin has in the back of her yard.
Oh, and
And
I had an experience
oh
on a walking wheel.
yes, that's right. We'll include that as well.
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
have-
interesting.
And I'll just tell you right now, because probably instead of a voiceover, we'll just do music. Sorry, Sylvie.
That's okay.
But I knew that it was called a walking wheel. It was in the museum that we have with the guild, and I had no idea how to use it, but I knew there was walking involved, so
You look like you knew what you were doing.
I was totally making it up, and I think I was looking for some YouTube videos, and I think I was pretty okay. It wasn't too bad.
yeah.
So we'll insert that at the end as well.
Yeah.
So thank you again for joining us today, and I hope to see you again in 2 weeks' time.
Bye. Don't forget to subscribe and like.
Oh yes, that too.